Location is the middle of space. Time is July 7th, 2049. It's a Tuesday. It appeared to be a cruise ship, but in space. I didn't notice anything really out of the ordinary, other than the lack of passengers. I approached a nearby staff member and asked him about the cruise's lack of passengers. He told me that there had been a few mishaps with the passengers, and nothing more. I decided to look around the room for any sign of danger.
Name unknown, you require medical attention.
It appeared to be a medical droid of some kind. Negative.
Name unknown, you are dying.
Call me John, and I'm quite fine.
John, you refuse treatment?
Yes.
John, thank you for choosing Cross Cruises.
It appeared that this cruise had state-of-the-art medical help, which was the first thing that didn't make sense. If this ship had such good medical assistance, then why were there so many mishaps with the passengers? Dinner time had arrived, and the crew directed us into another set of rooms to receive our meals. At my table, there were two others. One was a retired fellow, and the other was a cat and human hybrid. I got to talking with the two and quickly became friends with them. I asked them why they chose to go on a cruise like this, and they explained their reasons to me. The catman explained that he had won his ticket at an office party and had been looking forward to it for a while. The other man's reason was much more interesting. Medical assistance on the planet below was getting expensive to the point where the retired man couldn't afford it. Medical treatment on the ship, however, was completely free. The man had a few health issues he wanted to get looked at, and he figured that it would be much cheaper to get a cruise and fix his medical issues for free. Eventually, dinner finished and the tables were cleared up. Everyone began leaving their dining rooms and heading towards the main bedding area.
I wonder what Rick's up to.
Getting himself fixed up, I'd imagine.
Rick, you require 13 replacement parts. Rick, parts will be acquired.
What are you doing?
A magic trick. Since Rick was the only one who wasn't in bed, we figured there was a good chance something had happened to him, but he seemed fine. He said that he didn't know who screamed since he had been knocked out for his procedure, but when he awoke everything was in working order. I examined the room and found another thing that didn't make any sense. There were almost no supplies on the shelves, not enough to replace 13 parts of Rick's body. I asked James to follow me and headed towards the security room. We entered the security room and interrupted a guard who explained that we couldn't be in this section. With the device calibrated the way I had mine, I managed to interrupt his neural pathways, temporarily causing him to shut down.
Did you kill him?
No, I just knocked him out until I can figure out where those human parts came from. Look at the camera screens. What do you see? What do they all have in common? I don't know. I don't really see anything. Exactly. Space. There are no storage closets. No supply crates. Nothing. So we have to ask, where did the 13 extra body parts come from? I had a theory as to where the medical droid got the parts, but if I was right, there was a dead person on board the ship. I had to get to the bridge of the ship and find out exactly what was going on. If I was right, then a command to search the ship for dead bodies needed to be issued. Who is in command here?
I am. Identify yourself immediately, or you will be removed from this level.
My name is John Doe. My credentials are irrelevant because we are all at risk of dying. I'm here to get some answers. Am I right in thinking that the medical droid is taking body parts from others?
I'm going to have to ask you to leave, or I will be forced to call security.
Do you mean that one guy in that room?
Very good, James. You've given me a thought. You haven't got a crew because of the medical droid, right? Your crew is the most likely to survive donating a body part because they're the fittest ones here, so it took them first. No one survives losing enough of their body to replace that much of Rick's. The droid doesn't care. Its job is to find a cure for a condition. It finds someone who is healthy and it takes from them whether or not they will survive.
Judging by your faces, you already know that.
Of course they knew that. They just can't say it because of the space. It had taken me a minute to think of it, but once I had it made perfect sense. Why would a space cruise have no activities, shops, or even pools? Because it's not a cruise, it's a scam. The government probably provided that droid for free to assist them with illnesses.
This is nonsense.
Some people, take this cruise to get cheap medical health care. What they don't count on is that they're asking a droid designed to cure the flu to perform surgery. That droid has no idea what to do.
This isn't true.
Yes, it is.
How are you so sure?
Because you deny it like that. People have died and all you can think about is money. What you're going to do now is set the course for wherever you came from and then disable the medical droid.
I can't disable the droid. It was issued to us, and if I disable it, there will be an investigation.
You made your choices, now I make mine. He's only stunned. If you have good in your heart, do what I said. The crew member turned and began programming the ship. I didn't like to stun people with the sonic, but in the events of the night, I was forced to. When we arrived at the ship docks on planet R2-3A, the investigators were already waiting. I returned to Francis and got him ready for the next flight. I had promised myself after Object Gamma that I wouldn't travel alone anymore, and now I had a choice. I had slipped a note into James' bag. It was a short, simple message that would have huge effect.